What a great presentation for me to follow. One that's all about germs and sickness, because this is a different way to try and address that. So let me start by saying this. I'm Bill Satterwhite. I'm a pediatrician and one of the co-founders of the Sneeze app. Sneeze is a crowdsourced sickness app for parents of preschoolers and school-age children. And the goal really is to decrease illness spread among kids in schools. And the goal is to say, how can we have our children just be well more often, miss less school, and guess what? If you're a parent of school-age children, you will miss less work if they are well more often, right? That happens all the time. So let me tell you how this idea came about. I was actually seeing lots of sick children one winter, and it dawned on me it would be very helpful if I knew what was going around, not just generally throughout the state or throughout the city, but really in that child's school. That would actually help me a lot. Know how aggressive do I need to be? What do I need to be thinking about for this particular child? I also knew parents would often call our office in the morning and say, my child just threw up this morning. Is vomiting going around? Because they too are trying to say, what's the context for this? Do I need to act? Are we okay if we just sit and wait? I also knew that there was a lot of chaotic communication of illness spread among people already. Texting groups, Facebook groups, but that was very chaotic, not often very accurate, and also fairly inequitable. So if you're a busy parent, you may not be connected to all these people who are sharing that info. I thought there's got to be an app out there where this is going to get shared, and guess what? There was not. Now there is. Let me tell you a little bit about Sneeze by taking you on a quick tour of the app itself. How does it work? It's actually very easy. It's a free app. It works on iPhones, Androids. You download it. Parents put in only 5 little bits of information, and then you're off and going. What they do next is add children. They can use their first name, real name, nickname. If you have your kids numbered, because you have so many, you can do that too. We don't actually care about the names. What we're interested in really is where do the kids go to school? And so that comes from really a giant Google database. If the school or daycare your child attends has an address, it will be in there, I promise you. And extracurricular activities are also another thing that people wanted to know. How are germs spreading there? Many of the parents, after we first launched, said, my child spends 4 afternoons a week doing this activity. I know that's where they got lice. I want to know what's going around there too. So that ability is also there. If you look at the next section about adding an illness, very simple. There's a preset drop-down list of symptoms, preset drop-down list of diagnoses, and you can indicate whether that diagnosis comes from the doctor or just the parent. Parents are actually really good at diagnosing things. Then what happens with that information? Well, as soon as it's saved, it goes 2 places. One is a log that's in the app for your child, right? Because often you go to the doctor and they say, when was the last time you had a fever? And you're like, I can't remember. In fact, I can't remember if it was this child that had the fever or not. I mean, we have 4 kids. I still get it mixed up. And it also goes into creating an alert for other parents at the school who have the app and their kids downloaded. And you can customize the alert. Some people with medically fragile kids want to get every single alert. Some people say, nah, I just want to know if there's flu, strep, or vomiting, or lice. That's it, the big 4. Now, who benefits from the app? Well, if you're a parent, these are the things that you can see. There's a global big overview map, 10,000 square foot. All of those are schools that have been entered. These are all real screenshots, by the way. Schools that have been entered, the color changes based on the level of reported illness. You can see a list of all the schools, and the far right slide actually is a screenshot of an individual school. All the grades, what's going around. You can actually drill down by grade to say what's happening in each grade. Because really, if I have a 3rd grader, I'm interested that vomiting is in the school, but what I really want to know is it in the 3rd grade? Maybe it's in the 9th grade. We never see those. I'm less worried, right? Then if we look at the spread for the app. So you're thinking spread of germs? Well, this is the spread of the app itself. We launched last fall in a handful of schools here in Winston, really as a pilot program. We met with some parents and said, hey, you want to try this? What do you think? Pretty quickly, we had several hundred users in those schools. Then we had local TV coverage. Then we had national TV coverage. So now we have about 5,000 kids entered in the app. I will tell you this, though. To work well, all crowdsourced apps have to have density. So I need all of you to sign up for the app today before you leave. Finally, what are the outputs and the benefits from it? Well, it's really an early warning system. In our fancy medical language, we would call it a citizen surveillance platform. but in real life we just call it crowdsourcing. What it brings advantage to are parents and families who get to know what's going around, school systems who get to be aware of what's happening, healthcare systems, and there are even retail crowds who want to know also because it changes their advertising. All right, thanks for listening. Download it today, and remember, get smart, not sick.